What is up there, everybody? Welcome back to Christian Penguin 99. My name is Matthew. I want to apologize. I just now realized I did not do day 18 of Why Pray. So we're going to do day 18 of Why Pray today and get through that and add it to the playlist which I've made for this series. It is called Random Acts of Kindness. The light of God's love on a home is rather faint if all we do is pray. But when we allow God to use us as conduits through which His answers flow, the light of God is intensified. In India, the evangelists we train always begin, as we have pointed out, by forming a prayer team or network, saturating the target area with prayer, but then they also reach out in acts of caring. Kali, the black goddess of destruction, is worshipped in Calcutta and its surrounding areas. Kali is not pretty. She wears a necklace of decapitated human heads with blood dripping down her torso, and her skirt is composed of severed human arms. Tradition has it that Kali demands human sacrifice to appease her, and such sacrifices, even to this day, are not unheard of throughout that area. A Christian couple targeted several Kali villages north of Calcutta and saturated them with their remote prayers. When they felt that God's Spirit had warmed a village and partially melted down the wall of hostility to Christianity, the couple moved in with a program that showed their love for children. Through a Bible school ministry, they taught the children about Jesus for a 2-week period. As a result, half of the children indicated that they wanted Jesus to be their God rather than the idols that their families served. Sylvie, a little 12-year-old girl, was one of those whose lives were touched by Jesus. Even though her parents were very strong in their devotion to Kali, shortly after her decision to follow Jesus, Sylvie's little sister became ill with a rare blood disease. She was taken to the local hospital, where doctors told the family she had only 72 hours to live. Sylvie pleaded with her parents to allow the 2 Bible school teachers to come to the hospital to pray that Jesus would heal her sister. The desperate parents agreed. The teachers knelt beside the dying girl's bed, and pleaded with Christ to spare her life for the sake of the Father's glory. 24 hours later, the little sister walked home completely healed. Sylvie's parents and her grandmother who lived with her knew that Jesus was the real God, and they publicly smashed the stone idols of Kali in front of their house. Their home became a new home of prayer every day. This family, which had been touched by the specific prayers and concern of the Christians, began now to pray for their neighbors. Light came into their lives not only because a remote group of Christians prayed for the village, but also because the teachers showed acts of care and love by teaching their daughter and later praying for her in the hospital. In his book, Conspiracy of Kindness, Stephen Sjogren, I think I said that right, Sjogren, tells of the random acts of love and kindness that members of his church do in order to give shape to the love of Christ in their lives. These acts of love range from handing out free soft drinks in Jesus' name at sporting events, to cleaning toilets in shopping malls, to washing neighbors' cars and raking their leaves. In response to a message about prayer, a Christian named Jane decided to pray for 3 neighbors starting in August. In September, on a strange whim, she bought 3 Christmas wreaths at a craft store and put them in a closet in her home. Not understanding why she did this, she continued to pray for her neighbors but never contacted them. So she did not know what was happening in their lives. At Christmas, she realized that God's Spirit had prompted her to buy the wreaths. She would give them to the 3 neighbors and tell them she had been praying for them, thus establishing contact. She took her 6-year-old son with her as she called on these neighbors and informed them that she had been praying for them. At the 3rd home, something strange happened. The woman who opened the door looked like death warmed over. She appeared frail and sickly. Jane was so startled that she merely wished the woman a Merry Christmas and gave her the wreath. As she turned to leave, her son said, "Mom, aren't you going to tell her you've been praying for her?" The neighbor swung the door open again and said, "What did you say? Are you the one who has been praying for me the past few months? I've been so sick that I nearly died, and I felt the only reason I was alive was because someone must have been praying for me. I've been asking God to bring that person here. Are you the one?" Needless to say, a marvelous spiritual discussion followed as Jane witnessed to this neighbor for whom she had been praying but whom she had never met. something to reflect on or discuss. What deeds of love and kindness would gain the most attention in your targeted prayer area? Something to think on or meditate. Praying must be expressed in caring. And that's very true. It's one thing to pray for somebody, it's the next thing is something else to take that next step and to actually do something for them to show you were sincere with that prayer and that you wanted to help them. So again, guys, hopefully you're getting a lot out of these Why Pray series. And again, the book is called Why Pray. It is by John DeVries. It's a very good book. My church read it together, and it talks about stuff that happened while he was with mission to India and a lot of stuff he saw there that God did. It's a very good book, which is why I'm bringing it to you. And I do apologize. I just realized I didn't have chapter 18 up on my channel. So hopefully I'll be able to get this one up soon and get it in the right order for the playlist, which I've added for this series. So again, guys, hopefully you're getting a lot of these videos. Hopefully it's helping you in your walk with Christ. And I will see you again next time. Until then, God bless and later.